You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing? We're the EXP. This is Triple T, and I am Chucky P. Oh, it all rhymed. Why the hell not? So good to see you guys. Just so you're aware, if I seem a little off at all today, it's because my kitten is having a great time chewing and cutting apart my knuckles. Look, there's his head as he's ripping apart my knuckles. So I'll just have my one fist over there, and the other one will be right here. He's going to town on this thing. Okay, as long as you don't touch bone, we're good. But yeah, guys, what's going on? So good to see you guys. We have an absolutely awesome show today. Jonathan Hedrick is in the house. I already got to see him. OMG, he is a freaking cutie, everybody. Yeah, man, we're going to sit down. We're going to chat. He and I are old buddies, so I can't wait to talk about everything. Jonathan Hedrick, we're going to have such an awesome time, and followed up by some sweet trivia and some awesome prize packs for you guys. Do not walk away. We will be back right after this.
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
What's up, big guy?
What's going on, Chuck?
I'm doing all right, man. So, dude, I have never asked you this question. We've hung out in real life before. Do you prefer Jonathan or John? Is John okay?
John's perfectly fine. I introduced myself as Jonathan, but I don't like to be that guy that's always correcting people, you know.
Right.
It's such a waste of energy, you know. Like, I think we all know, excuse me if my voice cracks. I've been a little losing my voice already at the beginning of the you're the first interview I have of 15 interviews.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and I'm already losing my voice. How does that happen? But yeah, I think we all know a Mike that's like, oh, it's Michael, not a Mike, not
yes.
me, or Dave, not David, or Tiffany, not Tiff. I don't have the energy for that, so I just introduce myself as Jonathan. If people say John, Johnny, I'll correct them if they say Jason or Johnson or Justin.
I got Chris all the time, so yeah, I feel you. Well, so I was born, like, if you check my birth certificate, it's Charles. Grew up Charlie. And then when I got into writing, I was like, I want to be someone who's a little more approachable, and that's Chuck. So that's why I went with that. Canoness Lucia is in the house. Good to see you, Elena. It's funny. JD said the same thing I was going to tell you, and that is drink tea with lemon and honey. That'll be really good for your throat. Another is even just get some Halls. Throat lozenges, great.
Yeah. I eat those things like candy. I always have a package in the refrigerator because that's how I take. You take too many Halls when you have a method to your Halls. there's a section in the refrigerator for them at all times.
Oh, okay, all right. So to move on to comics, I love that though. You've got so many things going on. I have to ask you though. This is something as I look through all of your projects and whatnot, it made me wonder. Do you know any artists who aren't named Stefano Cardacelli? Do you know any?
Maybe one or two.
You guys have done what? 3 different series together?
4.
4.
Spillblood will be our 4th.
Yep.
And technically, we did a by accident an 8-pager. We didn't know we were going to be teamed up together, but so the first one is the one that you know very well.
Yes, I do.
Yep. That's the original Wham Jammy right there.
I love it. That's the one we got to work on together. Great book, by the way.
Thank you. And that's where I learned about Stefano Cardacelli as an artist. You know, when I wrote that script, I had another artist in mind. He couldn't do it. My editor at Scout recommended Stefano because he had worked with him. Stefano blew it out the water, but I learned, like, then I told myself the next time I write a script that he's going to do, I need to give this guy less panels per page. So because he really cranks back the throttle with the more room you give him.
Yeah.
So that led us to our second book, which was Space Cadet, an all ages story. And that one is all splash pages. It's 20 pages. Each page is a splash, which fits the all ages market that got published into. Then we did Caffeinated Hearts, our slice of life. No page, no page has anything more than 4 panels on that one. And then the mini thing we did was for Austin Janowski's Zombies Were Dead. Zombies were human too. I'm sorry, I totally butchered that. I wrote that like 2 years ago, and then he had to go through multiple artists, and it landed on Stefano at some point. I was like, oh, that's cool. We already did a zombie book together. and now here we are at Spill Blood. So
okay, I'm sure that we're definitely going to be talking about your other projects, but we are here for Spill Blood. Let's not even joke around. So I don't know anything about this one so far, and I actually specifically didn't look it up because I was really excited to hear your take and to be able to genuinely react. So give us that plug for Spill Blood. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so the elevator pitch is Spill Blood, one word, is this haunted priest who by day sits in the confessional booth, listens to people confess their sins, and then at night he turns into something else, and he takes that knowledge and he goes out there and rights those wrongs in a very graphic and violent way, because he is stuck between heaven and hell. He was kicked out of heaven. He was not welcome into hell. So now he's cursed to walk our earth, but he wants to right these wrongs. He's doing what God and Satan won't do here on earth. And he's doing it with lots of machine guns and lots of bullets.
That's badass. So it's kind of it almost sounds like a Roman Catholic Punisher sort of thing.
Well, I've been saying it's for fans of Punisher, Ghost Rider, and Spawn for the for the quick not the elevator pitch, but the escalator pitch when you have to say something to someone real quick.
Now I know that you spent, because your wife is Italian.
Yes.
And you've worked with, and she is freaking talented as hell.
Yes, she is.
Francesca, dude, so talented. But you guys went and spent some time, and you've worked with a lot of Italian artists and whatnot.
Yeah.
Did your trip to Italy help to inspire the kind of religious aspects of the story at all?
Yes and no. I would say the origin of Spill Blood began with Stefano sending me an image, the original sketch he did of Spill Blood, and he said, I don't know what this is, Jonathan, but I want to do a story based on this sketch. And I was like, okay, I'll do some brainstorming. That's all I had was this picture, and it's, if you go to my campaign page, it's one of the first images. I have it flashing in multiple colors to be theatrical. That's all I had. It looked like someone wearing very Roman Catholic robes, but this floating skull and a halo behind him. Well, I have to go religious with that. That's the one.
Yeah.
But it was red and black, and that's all I had to go off of. So then I brainstormed for a little bit, told him what I had in mind for it, and he's like, yeah, let's go with it. And it had to take a back seat for a while. While he did some other things, I did some other things.
Yeah, you got a million projects, so
I know, but it's all in this chaotic cloud hovering over my head, and all right, whichever one starts growing legs is the one that I'll put some shoes on. But
100%, that's totally the way to go. I agree.
You got to do it, or you can't force it. As you know, you can't force it. So we got enough pages together to do a Kickstarter for it, and yeah, here we are. So. Super excited to be bringing everyone Spill Blood. I think you're frozen, Chuck.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No,
no, I hear you.
no,
I hear you.
that's me. This is JD, the producer. I think he is frozen. But how about I bring up your Kickstarter and we can go down it and you can talk about the campaign.
Yeah.
Let me get over there. So, is there anything cool about the campaign that you're really excited about?
Yeah, I mean, if we're able to do it, can we play the video? And
it depends on the music. We could get a copyright strike if it's not.
okay, well, it should be copyright cleared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sanctuary, a place to confess your sins, to feel redeemed. The worst of us will share the terrible things we've done.
Oh, JD's awesome.
Listens. You will be cleansed of your evil ways. He gives you what you need to hear to live with yourself for another day. But when the sun goes down, he becomes something else. No longer a man of faith. At night, he will spill blood.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's got such an old school, like 1970s horror movie feel to it.
And that's the identity, the vibe I actually wanted to go with it. I was really pushing that, 80s cult classic, feel in this campaign page and my pre-launch. It's really what I was going for with this one. Because, it's one thing to have like a really cool artwork, but when your campaign, when your project has an identity, people can attach themselves to it when they I like 70s 80s horror. This looks like it's my cup of tea. So
Absolutely. No, and I think that's a really good way of doing it. And like I said, I mean, it's obvious what's going on because I saw it right away. Did you do the voiceover work for that?
No, that whole video is done by my buddy Nate from Comic K's Trailers. He's out. Oh, cool. He's in Australia. He does all my Kickstarter videos now. He does a great job. And basically, what I do is I tell him what I'm looking for, and he makes it happen. I told him for this one, I said I wanted something with a Vincent Price voice, and I told him that do that 70s 80s like tracking off VHS feel to it. And like maybe some creepy organ music. I'm JD, the producer. He mentioned about copyright strikes, and I had a conversation with Nate about it a long time ago, like our first videos, and I said, I'm going to be putting these videos everywhere. Don't is your music okay? And he said he has a subscription to like a free copyright is already covered, and that's where he gets all his music from. So this guy's a professional. If anyone needs to do a Kickstarter video, I highly recommend him. It's Comic K's, comic with a K in the center. Comic K's. That's awesome. Yep.
Dude, no, I love it, and he hit all the notes, man. Like it's totally dead on. I love the idea of this too, man. Like, are you planning on trying to see like how far this thing's going, or do you just kind of have the one sort of?
We got the one. We're definitely just a one shot. We'll feel it out. It takes a lot to invest in multiple issues, as you know, Chuck. Yeah. It's a big investment. That's why last year I came out with 4 one shots. It's a lot to put your money in, and you can go bankrupt. Multiple times just trying to get a 4 or 5 issue series launch, and it takes so long to get it out too. So we'll see how this one goes. I'm open to doing like a second one shot, a prequel, a sequel, a side-by-side story, who knows, but we just want to get this one out first, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, we have so many awesome people here ready to go.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Guys, I want you to remember what we do here because these creators come and they give us prizes that cost money and they give them out to you guys. So, what I always ask is no matter what, whether you win or not, please go check out the Kickstarter. If it sounds interesting to you, pledge. If not, like if it's not for you, at least share it off, show it off, because he's been so good to give us this. We have to give back. So please, all of you, go check out Spill Blood on Kickstarter now. Share that bad boy around at the very least. Give
Thank
some mad love to this dude.
Thank you. Speaking of Freak Show Night, Chuck, because we hit 100 backers today, I'm giving all backers a digital PDF of Freak Show Night. All they have to do is back at any pledge level, physical or digital. You're getting a copy of Freak Show Night.
That is freaking awesome. And, you know, that's the only book you and I have been able to actually, like, work together on. And I had a great time, dude.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was like pandemic, COVID, early stages, like what's happening in the world type stuff. Yeah. So I'm glad we at least got that one in. There was plans for more of them, but life happened. I'm still trying to get more Freak Show off the ground, but it's like we talked about the projects, the ones that grow legs first.
Well, if that one ever gets legs, man, I would gladly jump back on, man. I had a great time with you.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite memory of you, by the way, is you approached me in a way no one else ever does. It's funny because when we meet people in the wild, like you get to know these people, you're so tight with them, you haven't met them physically, so there's still usually that little bit of anxiety.
Yeah.
And I get it every time. Like I've met people who I adore, and I'm still like a little anxious. And I think I was setting up my table, and all of a sudden, I feel someone taller than me from behind just wrap their arms around me and hug me, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? And Jonathan Hedrick, who was like doing awesome at Scout and doing all this stuff, comes by and gives me a huge hug from behind. I was just like, this is exactly how everyone should be greeted. Like it was amazing.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm glad you have that in your memory. I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger, Chuck.
No, I'm a hugger too, but I always assume everyone's not. So I freaking loved that was your first reaction. Like it just and I remember that because that came back. That was in early 2021, and to this day, that's my proudest Jonathan Hedrick moment. Is just that big from behind hug. I was just like, this dude is awesome. I love it.
Good. And you came all the way out there. You needed a hug. I mean, you came all the way out. Yeah.
That was a freaking trip. Like that one, that one almost wrecked us. Just as far as like, it was such a long trip, and it was dude. Because it's to get to Orlando for us is like 21 hours of driving.
Yeah.
And that one, and we ended up showing up so late / early in the morning that when we got to our hotel, they were like, we gave your room away. And I was like, so I had to go over and see the Gibbs at like 6:30 in the morning. Like, we have nowhere to go.
Park in their driveway until they wake up.
Right? Actually, luckily enough, by the time we got to their place, they were like, no, come on in. We're getting up anyways for school and stuff. So that was freaking awesome.
Yeah. Oh man, the thing the ends we go to in indie comic books, I don't think everyone really knows. It's a lot of either gross hotel rooms or no hotel rooms, and
the gross hotel rooms are almost my favorite actually because it's just like it's a story. Like I know it's disgusting, but it's also like, okay, let me tell you about this crap hole.
Francesca and I showed up late to this one in Georgia one night, and we got there. We got into our room. We could tell it wasn't clean from the last time. So we went back downstairs. We're like, hey, we need another room. You guys must have forgot this one. They're like, oh, sorry about that. They give us a key. We go to the next one. The room isn't even, the door's not even closed, Chuck. Like we just push the door open, and same thing. It's like messy bed, dirty this, that, and we said, you know what, we're just gonna go somewhere else. I'm seeing a pattern.
Yeah. I totally feel we went to me and Fisk Lee ended up sharing one in Dallas, and he showed up. There was blood on his sheets,
Oh
and I
God.
was like, okay, let's change these out. And then they brought us new sheets, and they had a different stain altogether. And he's
Oh,
like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Dude, sleep in the other bed. Screw it, I'll sleep in this one." Like whatever. So I traded out with him, but oh my gosh, like this place is just brutal. What's it? John asks, why is Texas 20 hours from everything? That's because it's 8 hours just to get out of the effing state. That's why.
yeah. And Florida is pretty hard
Same
to get
thing.
out to. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a brutal. It's like, oh wow, I've been in the car for 6 hours. I'm still in the same state.
Oh yeah, man. Like going to Orlando, which is in the middle of your freaking state,
Yep.
basically.
Yeah.
We would get in, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah." It's like 7 o'clock at night, and I'm like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we're in Florida. What's up, Travis?" And he's like, "Yeah, well, you still got like 7 hours, man." Like,
And when you hit the Pensacola, it's a different time zone than the rest of the state. We're one of those two time zone states.
right? We're still in Central.
Yeah. I
Um.
love it.
So, dude, I mean, you've got Spillblood going on, but you're also like you've done so many things for other comic companies. Oh, what did Connie have to say? Best weird hotel room we had was in Vegas. Arrived around midnight, and there were 2 tiny Asian hookers outside the door.
Oh wow.
I mean,
that sounds
look.
like Vegas.
You can say whatever you want. I call that good service. Or I'm just saying. That to me, that's just service. Bellhop sub-rented the room. I think, oh,
I
that's
believe it.
hilarious.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Tell him, hey man, give me a cut and we'll be good, okay?
Oh boy.
So you have so many things going on with. You've worked with so many amazing comic companies as well. Do you have anything coming to stores that people need to be looking out for?
Yes, as I look at my dry erase board behind here, that has all the stuff I need to remember because I will forget it. Quicksand number 2. So Quicksand 1's already out from Scout Comics. The issue 2 comes out at the end of August, and you can pre-order issue 3. That's a 5-issue miniseries. Capable number 1 is out from Advent Comics, and it should issue 2 should be available for pre-order by the end of this month. In August previews, and then earlier in this year I completed my volume of Dream Master with Black Box Comics, so that's already out in stores. You can pick that up either at your local comic book shop or from blackboxcomics.net. And just stay tuned for other stuff. I'm hoping for some good emails. I'm trying to manifest and for more projects. So,
Dude, I'm so happy for you, man. You've done really great, honestly.
thank you. Yeah.
No, you're very welcome, man. Honestly, very deserving too, guys. So he's got so many amazing things happening. Please go check out all of that. But if you don't have the time right now, I completely get it because I know you're salivating for trivia. In the meantime, the one thing I do ask is jump real quick over to Kickstarter. At the very least, share Spillblood, but maybe just bookmark it or whatever. Check it out for later, and if you really like it, which I believe you will, especially if you're into horror, pick up some copies, man.
Yep.
But
and Freak Show Night is available to be an add-on as well. So you're automatically going to get the PDF for free, and you can add on a copy with your pledge. And who knows, if you run into Chuck, I'm sure he'll be happy to sign it.
I've already signed many copies of that. I will sign even more. You bring it to me, and I got you guys.
Awesome.
Why don't you tell everybody what our awesome prize package is today?
All right, so all players are going to get a digital copy of Capable, which I mentioned before. That's my superhero series. Awesome series that I kickstarted first, and now it's with Advent Comics. And then our winner is going to get a digital copy of Quicksand #1. So, hope,
awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, guys. So, everyone, all you have to do is at least just answer one question. Get on the scoreboard. And remember how we play. Everybody ends up getting points. Get on the scoreboard. We'll make sure that you get an issue of Capable. And then the winner will get a digital copy of Quicksand.
Awesome.
Pardon me? Is it physical or digital? Sorry.
Digital.
The winner.
Yeah. Or do we prefer? I can make it happen too.
Whichever you prefer, homie. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, just give me the person's name and address, and I'll shoot it out to them.
There we go, guys. A physical copy of Quicksand from our boy Jonathan Hedrick, signed by one of my favorite dudes, or not signed, sorry, edited by one of my favorite dudes, Peter Risette. Absolutely love that guy.
Yeah, Peter's been great. There's a lot of fun to work with on that series. Yep.
He's such a good dude. Yeah. Hey, dude, if I'm not going to work with you, I'm glad that Peter is, because I love that guy so much, man.
Yeah, he's great.
I actually have Emily. Oh, it's not there. I have Emily art back there from that day we hung out.
Oh, yes. Yeah, she's a fantastic artist. She's got a very promising career ahead of her.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Man, I am so glad to have had you on the show today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, homie.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, dude. Do me a favor. Remember, we got this is just a short little show. So if your lovely wife, I know that English isn't her first language, but if she ever wants to try herself out and come on a show, we would love to have her anytime. Open invitation.
Absolutely. I'll run it by her for sure.
Awesome. You have a good one, homie. And all of you guys out there, we're going to see you with some amazing trivia right after these messages.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey. And behind every page, there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com today. You just finished the last episode of your favorite news show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
so good to have you guys back. It's funny, I was looking, you can see at the very top of my screen, it shows me the tagline for 3T, and it says, 3T, Talking Trees Trivia, an unapologetically goofy/fun interview and trivia live stream. And I'm like, that's a perfect tagline. Like, I have such a fun time with you guys, and you know what? You guys reciprocate all that fun with me. So, you know what? We had an amazing time with Jonathan Hedrick today. Maybe even a goofy time. And now it's time to take a lot of that fun and some of the stuff we learned, and let's do some trivia. So I have my amazing Vanna White here, Wendy Gale. How you doing, lady?
I'm doing all right.
Awesome. Are you ready for some trivia?
Always.
One time you got to say no. It will do like an April Fool's joke. You'll be like,
no.
nope, and then she leaves me. Like, I've had enough of your crap, throws divorce papers in my hand and leaves. And I'm like, all right, question one.
All over trivia.
Right. I'm tired of not being on the screen. I know. Guys, okay, so I saw several people here. I saw Lyle, Connie, who I love Connie, love her work. I saw Marissa here. I believe Steve Vendetta was around, and Brian Silverback. Everybody. John, that's right. John was here. Yeah, that's right. Black Sabbath is the first correct answer. Good job, buddy. Good job. You should get points just for that. Cool. Let's do some trivia. Remember today he's giving all the answers for last week. That's smart. How did he know we don't change the trivia from week to week? He's good.
Yeah, we ran out of time this week.
Weird out there, dude. You're hilarious. Oh my gosh. So yeah, because he has so many books, Wendy and I were like, okay, we got to do something about this and something about that, and we had so much fun. Like, the trivia today is all over the freaking place in ways that I can't even explain. So that's the nice thing about working with someone who's worked on so many different titles and genres and such. So, Wendy, why don't we get to question number one?
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
All right, our very first true or false question. So, I think they're losing us. I'm going to try. False. Blind people see images in their dreams.
All right, true or false, blind people see images in their dreams. This is a nice, easy start for you guys. Huh?
I think they lost it.
I don't know, but I'm here. Okay, well, I'll try it again. True or false? True or false? Oh, okay, cool. Marissa's answering, so somebody heard it, but I'll try it again. True or false? Blind people see images in their dreams. We've got something from Marissa. We've got something from Connie. Elena's in the house too. Guys, remember, everybody, just so you're aware, answer. As long as you've answered one question, you will get that prize package that goes to everyone. Excuse me. That's a smart move, Steve. Everyone else already posted. You know that you can't get more points than you're going to get. So just go for a different answer. That's very smart, Steve. Sadly, guys, it is true. Blind people do see images in their dreams.
Well, I don't know if it's sad.
Well, no, sadly for Steve Vendetta,
Oh, okay.
who is incorrect. But, yeah, so we've got 3 points going to Marissa Burton, 2 points going to Connie Jolitz. So that's how we do it, guys. Everybody else gets a point. As long as you guys answer and have some fun with it. And sometimes we give out extra answers for just funny things. JD says, I abstain for moral reasons. I like it. So yeah, we've got that. We already have points on the board. Wendy, question number 2.
Number 2. What 2 iconic characters were inspired by George Lucas's dog?
What 2 iconic characters? I love it. Connie's like, I won already. That's right, you did win already. What 2 characters were inspired by George Lucas's dog? Now, sadly, we couldn't give the name of the dog away because that would definitely give away one of the characters. But if it comes down to it, because remember, guys, we do give out hints. Okay, so Eddie's here. 3PO and R2, incorrect. Ren and Stimpy, no. Han Solo and Chewbacca, one of those is correct. Rocky and Bullwinkle, no. Han Solo and Chewbacca, again, one of those is correct. Luke and Leia, no. So far, I will tell you guys, Chewbacca is correct. That is one of the characters.
You have to remember, Star Wars is not the only series that George Lucas did.
There you go. So Chewbacca is one of them, and Star Wars is not the only series that Lucas did. If that helps you guys. So Chewbacca's correct. Make sure if you give an answer and you haven't said Chewie already, say Chewbacca and blank, whoever that is. We do have a correct answer going on. Someone did get it. Cylons. That's great, Lyle. You get points for that for sure, dude.
And we're going to have a Battlestar Galactica question eventually.
We have to. Wendy and I love BSG. Yeah, we do have one correct answer, so let someone else come in for the 2 points, because I'll just say it. John Westhoff got the 3 points already. So if somebody else wants to jump in real quick, there we go. Eddie Von B, my dude Eddie. He got Indiana and Chewie. That's right. The name of the dog was Indiana. So not only was that in the movie in The Last Crusade, but it was reality. His actual dog was named Indiana. We named the dog Indiana. That's right, JD. All right, guys.
That was pretty good.
Pardon?
That was pretty good impression.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, see, everyone says we named the dog Indiana. Yeah, guys, there we go. So Indiana Jones and Chewbacca. And what he said about Chewbacca, I remember when he was talking about it, the way he was inspired to create Chewbacca was his dog Indiana was in the car with his ex-wife, and he was watching, and she said it's so funny. It looked like the dog was her co-pilot, the way it would like sit up and kind of look at her, and so he thought, how funny would it be to have a dog as a co-pilot, and that turned into Chewbacca. So. I mean, a lot of us have written and created before. We know how this stuff works, but dude, just really cool. So, anyways, there we are. Question number 2: Chewbacca and Han Solo. Isn't nerd trivia great? You guys are learning so much. You're welcome. Question number 3, my lady.
All right. So this one is food related.
Ooh, food.
So today, I believe, is National Hot Dog Day.
Mm-hmm.
So number 3. Which hot dog brand sold the most hot dogs in 2022?
Which hot dog brand sold the most hot dogs in 2022? Yeah, today is Hot Dog Day. Hot Dog Day is like Easter. I didn't know this. Every third Wednesday in July is Hot Dog Day. So it's not like always the 19th. It's always a Wednesday, which, like, really, why Wednesday? That's weird.
Yeah. We got a lot of answers.
Oh, look at this right away. People are throwing out cool. We do have 2 correct answers, though, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. So, guys, it's not Nathan's. It's not Oscar Mayer. It's not Hebrew National. It is Ballpark. So, Eddie Von B got the first Ballpark. The second Ballpark, I believe, was Marissa. Yep. So 3 points for my dude Eddie, 2 points for Marissa. That's right, Ballpark sold the most. I'll tell you something about hot dogs. When I was young, I freaking Dr. Wieners. Is that a German brand, Elena? That's awesome. Dr. Wieners. Schneider's. I miss Schneider's, dude. From back home. Heck yeah. Was it the Hot Rods or whatever they called them? My mom growing up, she would boil our hot dogs. And to this day, I cannot. Yeah. And they were like, oh, it's fast. Yeah, but it tastes freaking gross. So whenever I make hot dogs, I have to bake them or cook them on the grill or something like that, because that's the only way for me to have a good hot dog. What kind of man eats Armour hot dogs? I don't know. Ballparks. Yeah, ballparks are good in the microwave. And actually, a tip that we learned from one of our first roommates, one of our first roommates, if you want to make good hot dogs in the microwave, wrap it up in paper towel and it steams it.
That was me.
I thought it was Doug who taught me that.
No, I've been doing it for years.
Huh.
And you slice the hot dog down the middle.
Yep.
And then put it in the bun.
Yep.
And then you wrap it in like a almost like a burrito
Yeah.
in a paper towel.
Yep.
And you put it in for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it steams it and it makes it really good. My mom always boiled the two. I like to slice them and fry them for breakfast. That's not bad. Yeah, you could do like that with some beans and some eggs. That'd be pretty good. All right, man. Why are we even doing this? Let's just eat. I'm starved.
I know, right? We still have 6 more questions. That's
Oh,
more questions.
okay. Then let's move on to question number 4.
All right, number 4. What was the first movie shown in theaters in August of 1984, starring Patrick Swayze and Charlie Sheen, to have the PG-13 rating?
All right. So the first movie to ever get the PG rating came out in 1980. PG-13 rating, sorry, came out in 1984, and it was starring Charlie Sheen and Patrick Swayze. What movie was that? I'm excited to see if they can come out. I mean, a lot of our audience is a little older, so I believe like a lot of them are gonna know the movie. Yeah, when I heard that it was Patrick Swayze, I went to Roadhouse as well, but
We already got it.
sadly no. We already got them. So everybody throwing answers now, and everyone Blue Evening. That's very good, Eddie. I love you, man. Yeah, that's right, guys. Red Dawn. Way to go. Marissa Burton comes in with the 3 points. Eddie comes in with the 2. Nicely done. Red Dawn. And actually, look, say what you want to say, but when Chris Hemsworth did the redo of it, because I'd never actually seen Red Dawn before. So I saw the version by with Chris Hemsworth, and actually, I really dug it. I thought it was really good. It was a solid redux. Flashdance, that's hilarious, dude. Red Dawn. I love how Steve Vendetta wrote it. Red Dawn. That's great. Readdon. Oh, that's awesome. By the way, Steve, did I hear you're from Toronto, my hometown? That's freaking awesome. Yeah, Yentl. Yeah, see, Eddie liked the remake too. Good. It's not just me. All right, are we on question number 5?
Yes.
Let's do 5, and then we can do a break.
All right. How many hardcover editions were printed of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and sell for an average of $50,000?
All right. So the original hardcover of Harry Potter, the first run, yeah, the first printing of the hardcover of Harry Potter, they go for $50,000 now. How many? I almost said how many were printed. How many of those were printed? You got to assume the number's lower. But how low is low?
In the hundreds. Let's say in the hundreds.
Okay, Wendy says in the hundreds, so 1,000 is a little high.
Yeah.
That was good of you, by the way. That's helpful.
Yeah, it was like 412.
Yeah, right?
Like, if they say 400, that's
Oh, geez. Look at this. Everybody, it's 666, Steve. That's hilarious. You guys all jumped on it. That's really good. So Marissa came in first with 500, and then Connie right behind with 500. So it's ladies' night tonight, apparently. Way to go. 3 points for Marissa, 2 for Connie. Marissa, this is your first time here, and you are ripping it. Way to go. That's awesome. Yes, guys, 500. And so if you can get your hands on one, it'll either cost you 50 grand or you can sell it and make the 50 grand. But sell it while you can, because I don't know that they're going to raise in price much. But yeah, man, there we are. Wendy, why don't we take a break? All right, guys, we're going to be back right after this. You guys are already winning one prize. Come back to get the big enchilada. See you in a little bit.
Did you know that every experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out. Twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code. programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Guys, so good to have you back, man. Dude, we have such a great group here. Holy crap. Thank you guys so much. Real quick, Chuck Pineau, comic book kingmaker. Thank you, my homie. Well, so something, I have to scroll all the way up to it. Yeah, John said, Chuck, being on your show last week is getting my Kickstarter funded. I don't know the truth to that, but I really hope we did help, because that's what we're all about. And I want all of you guys to know we are a very Kickstarter and comic friendly show. That's what we're all about. Like, that's why we do what we do. Wendy and I want to be able to show all this amazing stuff off that a lot of you probably wouldn't have seen. So, John and anyone else who has some Kickstarters to share, they don't even have to be your book. Put them in the comments. Like, first off, go check out Spill Blood. Jonathan Hedrick was good enough to give you guys a prize. But everybody else, whatever you have going on, throw it up there and show it off. We would love to see it. We got so close to you. Got this. Yeah. So, yeah, whatever you guys can do, put in the stuff, put in your Kickstarters, show them off for anybody who wants to check them out. Yeah, hopefully there isn't a Kickstarter strike. I feel you, man. If there was a comic writing strike, it would suck, because I'm just getting back in. But now we got to do some questions, because everybody wants to win that awesome prize. You're already all going to win a digital copy of Capable, and now you're all going to fight. You have to fight Marissa, because I think she's in first place right now. But you guys got to fight for that first place, a physical copy of Quicksand, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was signed. So, Wendy, question number 6?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right. What natural weather event can reach 30,000 degrees Celsius 5 times hotter than the sun?
What natural event can hit 30 times the heat of sun? No, what?
It's 5 times hotter than the sun.
5 times hotter than the sun.
30,000 degrees Celsius.
30,000 degrees Celsius. Is there a comic writer union? There are some, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but like in California, they're allowed to have one, and I believe that's why Image actually has a union. I believe. Volcano eruption. That's actually a really good answer. It's incorrect, but that's a really good answer. Implosion. Oh yeah, see, we did
have our 3 and our 2.
We do have our 3 and our 2. Eddie got our 3, and then Connie came in with the 2. That's right, guys. It's lightning. And what I was gonna say, because I told Wendy, if no one guesses it, we always have to think of a hint, right? Atomic detonation isn't quite a natural thing, but thank you. But yeah, I was gonna say, if you don't know it, the hint would be the powers of every black superhero. I don't know why they all have lightning. Wendy, question number 7.
The popularity of what beverage is said to have helped end the Dark Ages?
The popularity of
Oh, I agree with Connie on that one.
summer in Texas. Oh yeah, we're living that absolutely. The popularity of what beverage led to the end of the
Dark Ages.
is said to have led to the end of the Dark Ages. So here's the funny thing, guys. Ale, beer, grog, mead, wine, all of those things actually made the Dark Ages. They were a big part of why the Dark Ages were so bad. Alcohol is what made the Dark Ages. So what took them out of the Dark Ages? Long Island iced tea. Oh, dude, now I want some of
That
that.
can take you out of a lot of stuff.
Right? Water
Closer.
is closer. I mean, the beverage has water in it, but what beverage doesn't?
We have the correct answer.
Do we? So now we need some more.
Yeah.
All right, not soup. Tea's been around for a long time, but not tea.
All right, we got our second
We
one.
do have two. So that's right, guys. It's coffee. Coffee now allowed you to be energized, to be awake longer, to be sober when you drank. Just the idea of being able to heat your water and whatnot, and not drink wine all the time, because they drank wine because the water was so crappy. They didn't really have a way of making it any better. So Eddie got the coffee, the 3 points, and Marissa got the 2 points, and everybody else got tons of points because you guys are awesome. Question number 8. Let's do it.
How many U.S. presidents have been impeached?
How many U.S. presidents have been impeached? Oh, Lyle is allergic to caffeine, so no coffee. What kind of allergic reaction do you get? I'm allergic to chocolate, but I just get, like, if I have way too much, I get cold sores. So I'm like, whatever. All right, we do have one correct answer so far.
Nope, we got 2.
We got 2 now. That's right. Okay. It's 3 points, it's 3 points for first place, but it's also 3 presidents. There's been 4 impeachments, but 4 impeachments, but 3 presidents. So that's right. Eddie Von B gets the 3 points, and Lyle gets the 2. That's correct. Way to go, guys. Chocolate. Let's do another one.
Yep.
Question 9.
Yep. All right. How many people die from being stuck in quicksand every year?
How many people die from being stuck in quicksand every year? And of course, I asked this question because John Hedrick, who was nice enough to come on today, he's got a book called Quicksand that is going to be in stores very soon. We do have a correct answer already. That's great. I love it. If we get another one, catch 22. That's funny. I believe we do have 2. We have 2 correct answers. That's right, guys. 69 because it sucks you down. That's hilarious, Eddie. It's 0. Nobody. And the comics, the cartoons of the good old days and movies told me that quicksand was going to be a huge issue, but nope. 3 points to Eddie and 2 points to Z Vendetta. No one dies.
Just enough time for the last question.
All right, let's do one last question.
All right. In what city did the first official zombie walk occur in 2003?
In what city did the first official zombie walk occur in 2003? Because we don't have a lot of time.
Not in the U.S.
Yeah. Wendy says right away, not in the U.S. Jack Sack says, I remember Princess Bride. Seattle, Portland, not in the U.S., guys. It actually was not in the U.S. Now, the first zombie walk, it was not called that, but the first time it ever happened was actually in Gen Con. But the first time it was ever named that. We do have a correct answer. Yep. And, we have 2 people who answered it. Nicely done, guys. Marissa comes in with the 3 points. 2 come in with for Eddie. That's right, guys. It's Toronto, my favorite city, my hometown. Yes, Toronto, guys. That is the city that had the first one. And a good buddy of ours actually went to one of the early ones. So, yeah, that's badass. Toronto, I love you. You made the zombie, helped make the zombie walk what it is. Now it's like there's actually a Guinness Book of World Records for the biggest zombie walk, and I think there were over 10,000, 10 to 15,000. Canada, America's hat. Yes, that's true. We are America's hat, and Canadian bacon. Yeah, Canadian bias. We are America's hat, and Florida is America's wang. There you go. Just saying random things now, just random Canadian things. And right now, Wendy is. Pardon?
It was close.
It was close,
Yeah.
but you have the official answers?
Yes.
Ooh, okay, guys. We've got the official numbers. Wendy was telling away while I was talking about hats and wangs. All right, Wendy, tell us who it is.
This week's winner is Eddie Von B.
Eddie won? Oh my gosh, how close was that? 'Cause
2 points.
2 points? I swore it was Marissa. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, great game, everybody. That's absolutely awesome. Eddie Von B is going to be getting that awesome copy of Quicksand. All of you guys, send us your information. Marissa, everybody, we'll make sure that you guys get a digital copy of Capable.
Great story.
Yeah, it's a great story. We absolutely love that one, and I know that you guys will love it too. Come back next week when we have somebody. I don't remember who next week, but you know what, guys? Have you ever had a bad show? There you go. Yeah, fill out that form. It's going to be awesome. Guys, thank you for being on the EXP. We've got so many more good shows for you guys tonight. Come back next week for more of our good show. Next time, Marissa's going to win it. Yeah. Come back again next week. But in the meantime, stick around for more awesome shows. This is the EXP. I've got Wendy Gale, our awesome producer, JD. We've got Jonathan Hedrick today. I am Chuck, and I give a fuck. Take care, everybody.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.